Hello and welcome to Rule of Three's video review for Drakengard 3, a action RPG from Square Enix. So, personally I have no history with Drakengard. This is the first Drakengard game I've played. And I remember seeing videos and stuff, and it looked pretty cool. I was interested to see how this was. In terms of story, apparently it takes is a prequel. And what I got was kind of a mixed bag of emotions on this one. I'll go through it as I go through the review, obviously, but Drakengard has some really cool ideas and things it did, and then it falls off completely in most areas, though.
This is a story of 6 sisters.
So the story of Drakengard 3 is you play a character named Zero who is out to kill her sisters for reasons that I haven't found out yet, other than she wants to basically, it sounds like, rule the world on her own and not have to, share the world with her 5 sisters, who are basically these immortal goddesses deals that have dragons and rule the world pretty much as these beings of superpower or whatever. Through course of events, Zero ends up, having to team up with a couple of other people that she meets, as well as her personal dragon dies in the very beginning. It's not really spoiling much. And you're with his incarnation, a very young dragon. And apparently, the older dragon that he was at one point was like the strongest dragon of all time. The story is just, I don't know, it's just kind of convoluted a little bit. There's just so much going on, it's hard to figure out what's going on. As well as, I don't have any real connection to Zero per se, as I thought, I thought it would. It's just, and I haven't figured out if she's a bad guy, good guy. There's just so many things going on, and I don't know if it's just because I'm not progressed far enough yet to understand what's going on or what, but on the whole, this character's story and kind of voice actor are kind of a little on the letdown side, and not that great. However, there are some moments in the story that I did enjoy, and it is keeping my interest because I do kind of want to see where this whole thing will be going, but it's a little weaker story in terms of where I hold games at for the most part.
You're no intoner now. You're nothing. You're just a big sack of meat.
So the gameplay of Drakengard 3 is simple yet complex. So basically, it almost feels like Dynasty Wars the way it kind of goes. Is there's waves and waves of enemies, and you just kill them and kill them and kill them, and that's the basis premises. You have eventually you get 4 weapons. Each one has a kind of strategic use on different enemies, and you just kind of mix them, switch in and out weapons on the fly depending on obviously what enemies you're fighting. And the flow of that feels really good. The actual combat, though, is really clunky. Like, in order to do combos, it feels a little bit clunkier than it should be. It doesn't flow as well as a game of this kind of, if you put it next to the games that have come out, it's not quite to where most good games are at in terms of, like, its flow and gameplay for the action systems, especially where the RPG element doesn't really play in other than health. You just have a basic normal attack and then kind of a stamina sucking attack, which does a little bit more damage and hits more enemies. But it doesn't, the combination stuff just doesn't work as well. And let's see. The game is done in a mission-esque style. As you go to the main menu, you choose a mission and you do it. That's pretty much all there is. You upgrade weapons via money. Throughout each map there's a certain amount of chests that you can find that have like materials to upgrade, money, hidden weapons, stuff like that, and that's pretty much it. You just upgrade your weapons, and that's really the only RPG element in it that's really more prominent. Later on you do get like these disciples that you can take with you. They don't do a whole lot other than just kind of stand there and add some more conversation pieces. Boss battles are big, and that's probably one of the funner things in this game, in my opinion, are some of the boss battles, just because they are a little bit more over the top and they're actually kind of fun. But the gameplay on the whole, it just feels clunky and not quite to where it needs to stand in terms of what it should be. So Drakengard 3, I think, has a lot more faults than it does have good areas. The idea of it is really good, but the execution just didn't pan out as well as I thought it would. However, I'm going to give Drakengard 3 a very, very low rent, almost pass rating, because it is kind of interesting. If you're into Drakengard, maybe you understand a little bit more what's going on. And it does have its fun moments.
What do you mean?
So, like I said, I'm giving it a very low rent Borderland pass. Yeah, you can interpret that what you want. It just doesn't quite
Goddamn
hold up to where I think it should be, or even what I think it was going for. So that's it. So that's it for this one review. Going up at the same time should be Wolfenstein. That should be up at the same time as this one goes up, or depends on which way I upload, I guess. Next week will be Watch Dogs. I'll also be streaming that Wednesday. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff on Facebook, Twitter, and of course on this YouTube channel so you get the updates. Make sure to check out our website, Rule of 3, that I post there. I'm trying to do 3 times a week to keep people updated. If not, I might do some more posts. You can, favorite our website, I guess, if you want. That would be really cool. And that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and always remember to trust in the Rule of 3.